Building out high performance habits. Hi, it's Ruth Kudzi, founder of Optimus Coach Academy and Ruth Kudzi Coaching Limited. I am passionate about helping people live the lives they want to live on their terms through supporting people to train and develop as coaches and supporting people in my coaching business to build and grow their businesses. We all want to perform better. And there seems to be this idea, or there was this idea, that the more that we do, the better that is. But let's cut to the chase. Our brains, our cognition, our minds can only cope with a certain amount. Bandwidth is real. So actually, often when we're talking about high performance habits, we're not looking at what we're going to add, we're looking at what we can take away. We often see people talking about elaborate morning routines. I think Orlando Bloom said that he chanted for hours. I heard somebody say that they hang upside down. Let's get real. Maybe these will have a marginal impact on our performance. Maybe drinking that special mushroom tea might have a marginal impact on our memory. But if we're not getting the basics right, there's absolutely no point. So where do we start? The first secret of high performance is one that I talk about a lot: getting enough sleep. Sleep impacts our cognition. If we don't get enough sleep, it's like we're drunk. So our executive function will be depleted by as much as 20%. So what do we need to get enough sleep? Well, we need to make sure that we go to bed at the right time and we wake up at the right time. So if we're in the 5 a.m. club, we're not going to go to bed at midnight. If we're getting up later, we can go to bed a bit later. Although we do know there's a correlation between quality of sleep and the time that we go to bed. I'm not going to lecture you about that. What I would say to you is really think about how you can get the optimum amount of sleep for you. It seems to be anywhere between 7.5 and 9 hours. So think about what you need to have done before you go to bed. You know, maybe that's reading a book, maybe it's switching off your phone, maybe it's having a chat to somebody, maybe it's doing some meditation, whatever works for you. And then think about when you get up, what are the key things you need to do to start your day well? I bet it's not looking at your phone, but it doesn't need to be going for a run and doing 2 hours of yoga and chanting and doing all of these things. Maybe it's coming downstairs, having a bit of silence, drinking a cup of tea or coffee on your own. Maybe it's doing some stretches. Maybe it is reading. You need to think, or journaling, you need to think about what's going to work for you. The way that you build a high performance habit: repetition and focus. And what I would say is you want to think about the ingredients you've got in your day, in your week and in your month to build this out. So moving your body, oxygenating the blood. How? I would say every day aim to move your body. Now, depending on your mobility needs, depending on your age, depending on your fitness, that might be different. Walking, swimming, cycling, dancing, maybe you're running, maybe you're going to the gym, whatever it is, find something that you like, do it at least 5 times a week, ideally do something every day. Think about when it's best for you to do it. Factor it in, schedule it in. Hydrate. Okay, how can you make sure that you hydrate? Maybe you like water with lemon or basil or something zany in it. Do it the night before. Get yourself a water bottle. Make it simple. Make these habits, reduce the friction, as James Clear would say, between you doing the habit and the habit. So hydrate, oxygenate. Then what else would you do? Well, learn. We know that learning something new helps build new neural pathways, keeps you more mentally agile. So what are you going to learn? When are you going to do it? Are you going to do half an hour for 3 days a week? Or are you going to give yourself a little segmented time? Or are you going to do it maybe at the weekend? Think about what you want to learn. I'm learning golf and I'm learning boxing. Completely two different, completely random things. The reason being is I want to keep agile. I want to live longer. I want to be able to enjoy my life for more. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do something completely different, something fun. Then reduce your choice. Think about what you're doing every day. How can you reduce choice? Maybe it's about, prepping your food so you have set things each week. Maybe it's about reducing the time that you spend on things or the number of things that you do. So I would challenge everyone, if they're looking at building their performance, what can they take out? What can they get support with? And what just needs to go? So oxygenation, hydration, learning, Obviously diet, reducing alcohol we know is really good for us, but looking at your diet and nutrition and what you're feeding your body, looking at what you're feeding your brain, learning new things, reducing exposure to things that take you into that realm of you can't control. Things like, watching the news for hours on end. Let's reduce that down. And then thinking about, okay, what really energizes me? What makes me happy? What makes me fill up? Maybe that's spending time with friends or family. Maybe it's drawing, maybe it's reading, maybe it's walking. But put that in, because you're going to increase your productivity if you're able to have autonomy over how you spend your time outside work. And then when you're in work, what is the essentials that I do? How can I get them done really well? How can I focus? Reducing all of that noise. One of the things that we've just done as a business is we've got rid of Slack, Instant Messenger. That noise. But it's just another way of doing email. But actually my staff can switch on and off email. We've got phones if we need to contact people. So we don't need to have it. So think about what you can do so you can have focus time. Think about taking brain breaks so you're away from your desk. Think about standing up, at least 3 or 4 times an hour so you're not just sitting down. And always think, how is this going to help me feel better? What you want to do is you want to create a work and a home life where you're getting enough sleep, where your energy is focused, where you are doing the things that are important and maybe you're delegating or not doing those that aren't important. It's about saying no, creating boundaries and starting to build habits step by step. You don't need to do anything massive. The first thing I'm going to say is focus on your sleep. I'd love to know how you got on. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd like you to like and subscribe. And remember to keep abreast of all of our new videos. Just ring that bell and you'll be notified when any new ones come out. And we'd love to hear feedback from you. So if you'd like to post beneath your biggest takeaway and equally anything that you'd like to hear me talk about, we're always open to feedback.